Living every day in your head for free. You can tap away, but I will not hear you scream. You can break the keys, spread your toxicity, your world outside reality. In your room, a little hideaway, would you let it through? Enough to go insane, living in the dark hasn't treated you well. You're building your own prison cell. Hey, rage, don't waste it on me. Spite, lies telling you, don't waste it on me. Did I brush you off? Is it your lack of friends? We never met, even if you pretend. Am I in your debt? I don't owe you nothing. Don't say something you'll regret. Hey, rage, don't waste it on me. Spite, lies telling you, don't waste it on me. Hate, rage, don't waste it on me. Spite, lies telling you, don't waste it on me. Rage, don't waste it on me. Spite, lies telling you, don't waste it. I'm telling you, don't waste it. Lies telling you, don't waste it on me. What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let them burn it out. We sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, we kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. The brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away. Burn away, we feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, hate is based. The
Welcome to the Throttle Up Racing Network. Tonight we've got a new series with us. It's the Daytona NASCAR series, presented by Mainely Ductless Heating and Air. Got about a minute left until we go qualifying. Mainly Ductless, they sell heating and air equipment at wholesale prices, installation services available. Go check out Mainly Ductless Heating and Air. We'll take a look at the fast times right now. Top of the board, Brody Smith. There he is in the number 20. Diego Marin. Second quickest right now in that 05. Those guys drafting together. In the 7 is Cody Smith. Third quickest. So that group had one heck of a lap at 46 seconds. 3/10 quicker than fourth. Jordan Twynham, fourth quickest. Eddie Donahue, fifth quickest. We get ready to go to qualifying. 21 cars in the practice session. We'll see how many qualify. Jeffrey Belk in the 55, first out on track. Brandon Fielder in the 39. These guys all getting up to speed, trying to get the best qualifying lap they can. Now this is the 5th season on iRacing for the Daytona NASCAR series. These guys did 7 seasons on Xbox before moving over to iRacing. The way this season is going to work, we've got 8 races. They're all at Daytona. The road course is used for just one race. All the NASCAR cars are rotated through Cup, Xfinity, and trucks used all throughout the season. This will be the only time that Cup is used. We'll have one faster pair, 60% fuel. That'll make it interesting. 75 laps for tonight's race. These first 5 races are a regular season. Winning, you're in. And then race 6 is going to be the round of 12. And the last 2 races are round of 8. So it's going to be very fun. Some of these guys starting to make their first laps around. Brandon Fielder, top of the board. Now Blake Kennedy moves around him in the 75. Diego Marin, third quickest. Ethan Harrison, fourth right now. Jeffrey Belk, 6th. On the board, Ryan Kane in the number 5. He 7th position right now. Wes Gallo in 8th. Edward Gibson, 9th spot. Kason Harnish in 10th. Kevin Rice in 11th spot. A few other guys out on track right now. There's Brody Smith in the number 20, Bryce Armstrong in the 2. Still kind of a lap he can put down. Guys trying to work the outside lane to try and build up momentum. Now he'll move down to the inside, try and get a a faster lap on his next time around. Cody Smith, top of the board. Brody Smith will move to second. Jared Bokanowski in the number 92, currently 14th quickest. Dylan Eckart, the number 29, 15th. Bryce Armstrong moves to third quickest. Jared still 15th quickest. Look, everyone else choosing to stay in the pit lane and not qualify. These guys, they have a team championship. 4 drivers per team. Highest 2 finishers from each team count for points. They'll be keeping up with the team points as the season goes along. These guys give out a trophy for the Drivers' Championship as we're getting ready to go grid. Cody Smith going to be our pole winner. There he is, Cody Smith. He's registered as number 7, got a 5 on the car, but we'll be keeping up with that. Cody Smith is going to be the pole winner. Rolling off second on the grid tonight, Brody Smith in the 20. Third is Bryce Armstrong in the number 2. Blake Kennedy in the 75, starting in 4th spot. Brandon Fielder in the 39. Gonna start 5th. Diego Marin in the 05. He'll start 6th spot. Ethan Harrison in the 69, 7th. Jordan Twinham in the number 18, starts 8th. Jeffrey Belk, the 55, he'll roll off 9th position. Ryan Kame in the 5, he is 10th spot. Wes Gallo, the 07, starts 11th. Jeff Acevedo, the number 65, is going to start 12th spot. Edward Gibson in the number 28, 13th. Kason Harnish in the 11, starts 14th spot. Jared Bokanowski in the number 92, starts 15th. Dylan Eckart in the 29, 16th spot. Kevin Rice starts 17th in the 71. Adam Needens, 18th spot in the number 24. Kevin Spencer in the 96, he'll start 19th. Jaden Carter in the 8, he'll roll off in 20th. '21st, Scott Ferguson. 22nd, Dimitri Mendrose. 23rd, Ethan Yan. 24th, Hunter Fox. 25th, Eddie Donahue. 26th, Aaron Griffin. And Julian Dawkins, they must be running the race control tonight. They've got 75 laps. We'll see who the top runner is, who's able to get it done here in the Cup car at Daytona. Some of these guys running very fast laps, 46 seconds in a lap. See if these guys choose to get in a straight line or if they're going to try and take off and start racing from the green flag. Cody Smith, he's your pole winner. Green flag for Cody Smith. This is the Equipment Geek 185. Everyone seems to be dropping down to that low lane. Only about 4 cars now left on the outside. Everyone down to the bottom. Down the backstretch. Brody Smith already out front. He's the number 20. He's going to get around, lead the first lap. Single file riding right now. How long will people wait before they make a move? The tube sticks his nose out there. Maybe trying to cool it down a little bit. Bryce Armstrong in the number 2. He might be one that can make a move. Brandon Fielder in the 39. Great looking race car. You see what Brandon sees. These spoilers on these Cup cars so large, you really just can't see anything with that big spoiler. On back in the field, Kason Harnish, 19th. A little bit different view. He's back a little ways from the draft. Gonna have to try and reel this front group back in, but it is a long single file line. Ethan Harrison in the 69 holding that bottom line. Eddie Donahue in the 12. He and the Hunter Fox side by side down the backstretch. These guys racing hard. Three and the 1 working together. The 1 is Dimitri Mondros. They have lost the lead group. Ethan Yan trying to hang on. These guys have lost the main group too. The 72 and the 8 of Jaden Carter. You see out the front of Carter's car, he can't even see the field through the corner. And they are off in the distance down the straightaway. So right now the top 20 all still in this single file pack. 21st on back have fallen out of the draft. Make sure you go check out at Equipment Geek on Instagram and Twitter if you want to see a lot of cool content about sports, all different kinds of sports. Go check out Equipment Geek. Really cool. Just went and checked out their account myself. It's pretty cool stuff on there. Baseball, football, any type of sport that you may be interested in. Pro sports, college sports. They've got it all. Equipment Geek on Instagram and Twitter. Jordan Twinham in the 18. Sticks a nose out. There's just nowhere to go with the way that these Cup cars drive. You've got to have equal amount of cars in the outside lane. Everyone right now content running the bottom line. The 05, Diego Marin gets shuffled out into the high side. He's going to drop back. Lost 7 spots already. You see just how much faster the bottom lane is with the draft. He is up there by himself. He's going to try and sneak his way into the bottom, right in front of the 11. And Diego falls all the way back to 18th position, gets right in front of Case and Harnish there in the number 11. But now they're going to have to try and reel this front group back in, because he was just like he had a parachute. Had slowed down quite a bit, but they will join the front pack again. Everyone content right now. Just to run single file. Dylan Ackert sporting that EG logo. EG Racing. Equipment Geeks. We have maintained green for the first 10 laps out of 75. Still up front in the lead, Brody Smith in the 20. The Cody Smith right behind him in the number 7. Bryce Armstrong in the 2. Holden Strong, everybody single file. Brandon Fielder, the 39, in 4th. He takes a look to the outside. Has to get back down to the bottom lane. I think he's trying to look to make a move, but nobody's going to go with him. Guys running right at 46.5 second laps. The top 2 have almost pulled away from everyone else. Brody and Cody Smith. That's impressive here at Daytona with just how important the draft is. The top 2 gapped the rest of the field there a little bit. About a half a second. Trying to run the high line and not let anyone get a run on them, but they're back. The rest of the field has caught the 2 leaders once again. These guys beginning to reel in the almost lap car, the number 93 of Dawkins. About 4 more laps, they should catch him. Julian Dawkins in the 93. Caution on the speedway. There they go wrecking. 71 with heavy damage. Let's take a look. And the 71 gets loose. That's Kevin Rice. Goes down onto the apron, back up into the 96. Hard into the outside wall. 05 involved as well. 71 on his side. Goes flipping. Up into the catch fence there. Take a look once again from the start of this one. Good look at Kevin Spencer. Sees the 71 go down. Tries to save it, but right back up into him. Hard into the outside wall. 71 goes flipping. 96 and 05 down to the inside. Some damage there. The 11 touched those guys too. Maybe some damage for the 11 of Case and Harnish. '96 rolls backwards through the grass. We've got several takers down on pit lane. All the leaders are in. Brody Smith in the 20. He's down. Cody Smith, Bryce Armstrong, Brandon Fielder, Blake Kennedy all in the pit lane. Case and Harnish, only one that chooses to stay on the racetrack. And this was a saving grace for the 93 as we were talking about him potentially going a lap down. He had lost the draft. And now that number 93 is going to be able to catch the field again. Dylan Ackert is going to be the first off of pit lane. He'll get around both the Smiths. Cody and Brody. Bryce Armstrong will come out fourth. Brandon Fielder's in sixth. Blake Kennedy seventh. Jeffrey Belkin eighth. Jordan Tweenham in ninth spot. Wes Gallo round out your top 10 for right now. 14 laps in of 75. Mainly single file racing. Only caution caused so far by a car getting loose, coming up into another car and causing an incident. A couple of damaged race cars. Kevin Spencer still in the pit lane getting that damage fixed. Doesn't want to take his fast repair. The 11, he's going to come in this time around and pulls Dylan Ackert with him. A few more guys come in as well. Blake Kennedy's back in the pit lane. Jeff Acevedo in the 65. Coming in, these guys all topping off of fuel. Scott Ferguson, a UPS 82. He's also in there topping off with fuel, trying to make it as many laps as they can. 60% in this league. Got to make it interesting as we go forward. Let's see who's the best at saving the fuel. Being out front, you do not save. And Cody Smith and Brody Smith have been out in the lead for the entire race. They're lined up first and second on the bottom line. Bryce Armstrong with a great pit stop. He's going to restart in second here. Green flag, Cody Smith takes off. Whole field right in tow. Great restart for Bryce Armstrong on the outside. He's got the nose out front. Can these guys push well enough? Outside lane trying to hold strong. The top four on the outside. Able to maintain. We got a few more jumping up into that outside line. Hunter Cox, he's up 15 positions. And he's going to ride up in the outside line. These guys real close. Bryce trying to gain momentum on the outside. The 39 of Brandon Fielder trying to give a push to get the two into the lead. But it is difficult to hang on the outside line. You see everyone on the inside line starting to gain ground and pass the outside line, getting right on by them. The two will jump down to the bottom lane. That was a smart move. But he did drop back from second back to sixth. Now everyone else in the outside line beginning to try and find their way to the inside. Wes Gallo in the 07 finds his way down to the inside line. 55, he'll jump down. 92 still stuck up on the outside. Another Equipment Geek car right there. Wes Gallo in the 07. But out front, Cody Smith now out front. Was Brody earlier. Now single file for most of the front pack. Adam Needon's in the 24. He's moving his way forward. '92 still stuck on the outside. Jared Bokanowski trying to find his way down. And he'll do it there, but it looks like he's lost a lot of momentum. We'll see if he's able to reel this draft back in. That's behind him. There is a big gap. These guys working together to try and catch the front group. But as you can see, the 71 got some damage there on the right front. That's probably slowing this entire group down, having him as the leader. He's going to choose to let everyone else in that bottom line go on by. And now we've got some action up front. That's the 18, Jordan Twinham. And the 18 trying to make a move. They're going to go three wide now. Bryce Armstrong on the far right outside lane. The 18 will get down to the bottom, and so will the 2. Those guys trying to move forward, but there's just nowhere to go. That outside lane, you just can't get enough momentum. You have to have a lot of cars out there to make it work. But as they get out in this straight line, they are really pulling away from the guys that have dropped off. The 92, he did not regained with this pack. He's back leading the second group. They are a good ways behind, 4 seconds behind the 19 in front. You see just how far ahead those other guys are. We've got some 3-wide racing. These guys going double file. The single file group at the front has gapped these guys. The 18's trying to make his way forward, but it's just so difficult in these cup cars. They almost touch as he gets back down to the inside lane. The 3 of Hunter Fox, he's trying to work the bottom to try and get around some of the guys still stuck on the outside. But you see, the top 8 have pulled away 2.5 seconds over 9th now, as these guys continue to battle side by side. The 2 of Bryce Armstrong still down there in the bottom line. These guys trying to get it straightened out before that front pack gets too far away. Ryan came in that number 5 Microsoft Chevrolet. He's stuck up on the outside, trying to work his way to the bottom. He's going to have to drop all the way to the back of this group. And he was actually running so much slower in the outside lane, he may lose the draft. He's trying. We've got one with a connection issue on the outside. That's the number 8, Jaden Carter. So now we've got 3 groups. We've got our leaders, Cody Smith, Brody Smith out front. 7 cars in this pack. Wes Gallo, actually 8 cars. Dylan Ackert, the last car in the lead group. 3 seconds now back to the number 69 of Ethan Harrison. Those guys have finally gotten it straightened out. They're going to try and reel in the leaders. They are a little bit quicker. They've got probably more cars in the second group. We go to the rear of this group. The number 5 came in the 18. In the 18th position, number 5 is the last car in the second group. Jaden Carter, nursing a connection issue, is going to drop to the back of the field. The number 8, he's to the outside, letting these guys go around. He's going to jump in with this group and try and push these guys forward, back up to the front. The number 93, Julian Dawkins. He has worked his way back at least into a draft buddies. And with some draft buddies, yes, the 93 almost went a lap down earlier, but in a much better position right now. These guys are a good ways, about 8 seconds off the lead, but he's at least able to keep pace, keep going with these guys. We go back up front. Edward Gibson in the number 28. He's gained 10 spots from the start. Single file around the bottom line. No one stepping out. We've got over a third of the race in the books. 28 of 75. These guys just holding it right against the yellow line. Every now and then sticking that nose out, getting a little bit of air on the nose, try and keep it from overheating. Oh, so we've got one spinning down on the inside. That's the 65. That may not bring out a caution. Jeff Acevedo, let's see. We can see what happened here. He's got major damage. He hits the inside wall pretty hard. He and the one were working together. Just a little bit of a bump draft gone wrong as those guys are about to drop off of the group in front of him, and the 65 goes sliding all the way into the inside wall. Not sure just how much that'll affect him, but it's going to at least put him a lap down right now, as he's going to have to go in and pit. Probably go ahead and take that fast repair. Yeah, you can hear just how much of a difference that car, the way it sounds. He had to go take that fast repair. And he is still in the pit lane. Cody Smith still out front. These guys starting to reel in a couple of the guys in the back. Spencer a couple laps down. And the 71 of Rice back there as well. This front group has now stretched their lead to 3.5 seconds. You see just how smooth the 5 is, or the 7, excuse me, of Cody Smith. Just how smooth he keeps it right along the bottom. As we watch him work the wheel from the interior. Starting to see those couple of lap cars off in the distance. Last time they were about to lap a car, the caution come out. Not sure what happened there. The 93 looks like something happened. He jumped to the pits. That second group has gained some ground over the last few laps. Almost a second has been gained. A few guys choosing to go ahead and pit. Ryan came in the 5 and the 11 of Case and Harnish down the pit lane. We're probably going to be seeing green flag stops before too long. Lead group still out. They're reeling in the 65. Cars that are coming out of the pit, they're going a lap down. So now there are 21 cars still on the lead lap. And those two almost a lap down. We've got leaders coming down the pit lane. A 5 in hard. We'll have to see if he made pit speed. The 20 was locking them up. You see the tire smoke. The 5 in his pit stall. That'll put Hunter Fox out front. Bryce Armstrong, the number 2, in the second position. We'll see if all these guys choose to pit this time around. They will, down into the pit lane. Here they come. The 2 in hard. Right up next to 75. Man, if he got that slowed down, that was one heck of a pit entry for the number 2. Now Brandon Fielder is currently your leader. One heck of a pit stop gets him out in front of the number 7 of Cody Smith. That time it was all green. Let's take a look at the pit strategy. We know those guys went 22, 23 laps or so on the fuel runs. We'll see how far they can make it this time. That second group gonna really end the first group through the set of pit stops. So about 22, 23 laps. Looks like that's gonna be the fuel run. Bryce Armstrong still out front. They're going to take this whole lane of cars to the outside to try and get around the 2 and the 75. Can the 2 and the 75 hold their ground on the bottom? Cody Smith going to drop down and work with these guys. He's going to try and pull them around. You see, you got a straight line of cars back behind these guys. The longer they go side by side, the quicker those guys are going to reel them in. Cody Smith on the inside. That was a smart move as he'll take the lead. Bryce Armstrong right behind him in the 2. Now everyone down on the inside except for who was the original leader, the 39. That's 75 of Blake Kennedy having a great night. Currently running in third spot in the number 75 Taco Bell car. These guys have gotten into that single file line, but as we look back, the 69 leading the second group. They've got more cars in their group. Not too far behind. They should be able to reel them in. They are a little bit quicker. And this second group is a lot faster. We'll have to see what they do, what they choose to do when they catch the front group. Will they go to the outside or just stay behind? See the 69 already looking high. He's going to go all the way to the third lane. Everybody going to go with him. The 20 was trying to keep him from doing it, and he's going to gain a few spots. We'll see if he's able to get back down to the bottom, as everyone has chosen. No, they're all still out in the outside line. "41 laps of 75 in." The 69's now worked his way all the way up to the 2. The 2 of Armstrong jumps up from the bottom lane. He's going to try and ride this wave around the number 7 of Cody Smith. Even cars outside and in. That's what it takes to have good pack racing at Daytona. Incredible pushing by the number 69 of Ethan Harrison. He's trying to get the 2 out into the lead so he can move down to the bottom lane. That number 3 taking it 3 wide. They're behind. Outside lines starting to weed a few of these guys out, going down to the bottom line. But the 69, man, incredible pushing. He'll blow it up. I heard it. He blew it up, trying to give the 2 a push. It was a great push, but the engine gets hot and he will blow it up. Let's take a listen from the inside of the number 69. You'll see what it sounds like when these things get a little too hot. Right there it went. He was all over his bumper. He does a great job of getting out of the way. And just eases on down to the apron and tries to work his way back to the pit lane, and he's not going to make it. So we may have a car stuck down on the bottom line. As our leaders work around, I'm not sure the 69 is going to get back to the pit. We'll have to see what they choose to do. 30 laps to go. These guys can make it on one more stop. When will they choose to take that final pit stop? The 69 still just barely rolling. He's going to go 2 laps down now, as the leaders are coming around through turn 4. Basically everyone in a straight single file line. Top 12 are beginning to break away from the remainder of the pack. The number 20, 13th spot, Brody Smith. Back there with the 05 of Diego Marin and the number 96 of Kevin Spencer. Brody so fast earlier in the race, we'll have to see if he can get caught back up to this group and maintain speed. A 75 of Kennedy's now moved into the second spot. And the 69 through all that just now, able to leave the pit lane. There he comes. That'll leave him 4 laps down through all that exchange as he was pushing the 2 into the lead. Now he'll end up 4 laps down. Unfortunate for the number 69, who was showing a lot of speed here tonight at Daytona. These guys are putting down some very fast laps. 46.4 for the top 5 that last time around. 46.3 for 9th and 10th. So these guys extremely fast here at Daytona. .190 miles an hour as they come out of turn 4. And we reach 2/3 of the way through this one lap. 50 of 75. These guys going to have to go about 3 more laps before they'll be in their pit window. And they'll be plenty good. 14 laps on this run so far. We know they can make it about 20 to 22 under green. We doing? Down to 25 to go. Cody Smith has been so strong. That number 2 is one that has tried to charge on the outside. He's making another attempt now. Just nobody really go with him. Second group of 15th on back. They've a big gap back to these guys, half a lap down. These guys only about 2 laps away from their pit window, being able to make it on one more stop. teammates, Wes Gallo and Dylan Ackert. I'm assuming they're teammates. Got the same sponsor, Equipment Geek. Sponsoring our race today, the Equipment Geek 185. Make sure you go check those guys out on Instagram at Equipment Geek and on Twitter for some cool sports content. Everyone just holding their line. We'll see on this last run who's going to be the one to challenge Cody Smith for the win. Everyone's still staying single file. Let's do something that I like to call turn up the volume. We've got pitters. The second group in the pit lane, and Jared Bokanowski goes into the grass. We're going to have the cars having to swerve through on the pit lane. The 93 almost misses his pit because of it. Go back, take a quick look at that as everybody was coming in on pit entry. The number 92 gets sideways. And that's going to be a penalty because he hits the pit entry cone. Comes in a little hot, hits the grass, but not only that, as soon as you hit that cone, that's a black flag. The 92 going to have a hold in the pits. Front guys still yet to pit, 19 to go. And here they come. If you choose to stay out, 39 locks them up. Looks like most everybody going to get in pretty clean. So our leader down the pit lane, 18 laps remain. Leaders off the pit lane. Now the second group, they'll head down. Oh, the 1 of the 20 get into it. Brody Smith gets shoved out. The number 2 goes around. These guys were all competitors for the win here on pit entry. That's going to make a huge difference. The 2 still trying to get it straightened out. He locks them up completely. He's going to nail the cone as well. So he'll have a pit penalty too. The 20 may have one. He gets pushed out into the grass. The 2 tries to get powered back up and spins it around. He does get to his pit lane, but Cody Smith, he's out there all by himself. Everyone else starting to reel him in. They're going to get a huge run. Let's see. They're a lot faster than him. They're going to choose to just get right to the bumper instead of go around. Several different groups now. Cody Smith, your leader of the first group. It includes Cody Smith, Wes Gallo, Blake Kennedy, and Brandon Fielder in the 39. Now the second group has joined the first. 7 cars now. Includes Diego Marin, Jeffrey Belk, Dylan Ackert. Behind them in 8th spot, gaining 16 points in this race. 16 positions, excuse me. The number 8, Hunter Fox, and the number 3. It's a 3-car group. Hunter Fox, Adam Needens, and Jordan Tweenham there with the 28 of Edward Gibson. These guys trying to work together, but with these guys having much bigger groups than them, they're probably not going to be able to catch the front group. And it looks like it's probably, at this point, a 7-car race for the win. We'll see if the second group's able to catch the first. Single files have got the laps winding down. Here are your leaders. Cody Smith been out front for almost all of this one. Second group trying to reel the first in. Smith there with them. He's the number 20. He's 16th spot, 1 lap down. He's trying to help these guys. Currently would be the lucky dog if we get another caution. That 82 up on the high side, you see he's got some damage. He's going to let the leaders by. And this second group has reeled in the first. We'll see what they choose to do when they catch him. A 3 chooses to go to the outside, up to 6th already. These guys have a head of steam. Is anybody going to go with them? The 96 up there as well. They'll need more than 3 cars. We're down to just 11 laps remaining. Who else going to make a move to try and get the win here at Daytona? And that charge from the 3 not going to be able to work because he's going to have to drop back down to the bottom line. Going to run in 8th position. Just so difficult to get a good run in this Cup car. Take several cars jumping out there as we're down to the final 10 laps. Somebody's going to have to make a move eventually. Cody Smith has really dominated here in this season opener of the Daytona NASCAR League. That number 3 up on the outside again. That's Hunter Fox trying to make a move, but no one going with him. He's going to probably drop back even further. There's the 24 trying to help Adam Needens. He's going to have to drop back down behind the 24. There they go to the outside again. This time the 24 leading the charge. Eight laps to go. They need some help. They've got a little bit of momentum this time, almost touching with the bottom line. Just can't get enough momentum on the outside. They're still trying up on the outside, but going nowhere right now. They're going to have one of these cars in front of them jump out. They're actually losing some ground to the front group by staying side by side with the 20. The 20, mind you, one lap down. This race presented to you by Mainely Ductless Heating and Air. Go give those guys a call if you need heating and air. They sell equipment at wholesale prices. Installation services available. We still ride single file. Cody Smith out front, second spot in the 07. That's Wes Gallo. Blake Kennedy in the 75. He runs third. Brandon Fielder, number 39. He's fourth spot. Diego Marin in fifth. Jeffrey Belk with a great run, running in sixth spot. Dylan Ackert in seventh position. Eighth spot, Adam Needens. Ninth is Hunter Fox. He's the one who's been putting on the show, trying to lead the charges, led the second group to catch the first group. These guys catching the 69. The 3 going to go with the 69 and take it 3 wide. That'll drop Adam Needens back to the 9th spot. Hunter Fox up to 8th now. 4 laps to go. Somebody's going to have to make a move. Everyone staying in line down on the bottom. Everyone running behind Cody Smith. Who's going to be the one to put the charge up? Cody Smith still out front, single file for the first 9 drivers, couple lap cars in there as well. Then you go all the way back to 10th position, and they are 8 seconds behind. That's the number 18, Jordan Tweenham and Edward Gibson in the 28. Those guys currently 10th and 11th. Top 9 still got a shot at it. The number 3, we knew he would do it. Hunter Fox, to the outside in the number 3. He's got a couple of guys going with him. It's now 5 cars in the outside lane. Will this be enough momentum? The 3 getting pushed sideways. The 39 jumps up into that outside line. Now we're starting to get a little bit of action up front. 2 to go. The 07 now look to the outside. He's not going to stay up there. He's going to stick with the 07. No, he goes up there, and it's going to be a big crash. The 39, the 3 involved, as the 07 tried to go to the outside line. Let's take one more look. Let's take a look from the chopper cams. We look at the 07. He tries to go up, but he was clear, but not by much. The 39 with a run. And as he goes down, he tags the inside car. That's the 75. The 3 couldn't see anything. He's just pushing the 39 as hard as he can. Goes down to the 75 and back up into the 3. And the 3, who's just been putting on a show tonight, he's been the one willing to make the moves hard into the outside wall. Going to have to try and take his fast repair. He goes sliding around. Let's take one more look at it. We'll try and back that up a little bit. $39 and the 75 make contact. That 3, man, hard into the outside wall. The 39 with quite a bit of damage. He clips the 24 and sends him up. The 69, I think he's already taken his fast repair, so he's trying to save that race car as best he can. Looks like he'll do a 24 with some nose damage. So the top 5 choose to stay out. Everyone else down the pit lane. Actually, a couple more guys. 75. He's the first one out of the pit lane. 7th spot. Eddie Donahue in 6th. He chooses to stay out. We'll see what the fuel situation is. They run 18 laps on that tank. Donahue run 20 laps. He's still out there. And these guys running 22 laps on the green flag runs. So they were all cutting it pretty close. I think everybody that pitted is thinking we're probably going to get one more green-white checkered. And if we do get another one, then these top guys are going to be so close on fuel. The lights are off on the pace car. We're going to go green next time around. So who's going to be the guy to make the move? We're going to stay with two even lanes here on the restart. It's going to be an interesting finish. The number 3 who's made a lot of moves tonight. He currently sits 14th. Going to be difficult for him to have a shot at it. But you never know in these Daytona races. We might have the big one, and he might be the only one that survives. Control car is the bottom lane, Cody Smith. The 07 of West Gallo. He's going to do his best effort. And we'll see if we get another green-white checker, or will we finish it here. Green flag for Cody Smith. The 12s looks like he may have spun his tires a little bit, and that'll check up the outside line. That's just what Cody Smith wanted to see. And these two on the outside with no extra help. The 07 and the 05 with some contact. The outside lane trying to gain momentum, but right now it's just not there. The 05 of Marin with a huge shove. He's looking for the outside lane to get up there so he can jump out and try and go around, but the outside lane just doesn't have the momentum. There goes a couple cars up there. The 75. Now the 05 goes up there. That's going to leave Cody Smith on an island. Everyone now in the outside lane. The 24 drops down with the 5. Oh, a big shove as cars going everywhere down the backstretch. The 05 and the 75 are going to crash from the lead. Cody Smith going to be able to avoid it. It's a parking lot in turn 3. Cars everywhere. Cody Smith gonna come through unscathed. Jeffrey Belk in second. Wes Gallo's gonna make his way around and finish in third spot. But Cody Smith with the win. What a fantastic finish for Cody Smith and Jeffrey Belk, as they're able to make it through such carnage on that last lap. Let's take a quick look at what started this one. See the 75, they're already wrecking behind them. 75 was on the inside, got pushed down below the yellow line, tries to come back on track, just nowhere to go. There's a car there, and everyone goes crashing the 24, and there is just a parking lot right there. Incredible. As you see our leader make it through as they go crashing down in front of him. He jumps to the outside line. Clean and clear. There he goes. Cody Smith out here burning it down. And there is your race winner, Cody Smith in the number 5. Cody Smith, awesome finish. Wes Gallo will come home in 3rd. And Jeffrey Belk will finish in 2nd spot. Cody Smith trying to blow it up. Let's see if we can get a word from our 3rd place finisher, Wes Gallo. Hey, Wes, this is Dakota in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
I sure do. How you doing?
Hey, doing good. Looked like a lot of single file racing out there tonight, but you tried to make a move there at the end. Some chaos happened. Really chaotic last lap. What did it look like out there from your perspective?
Well, about a lap and a half to go, I got a warning that I have 1 lap of fuel. So I knew I was going to be cutting it close, and with a teammate shoving behind me, I knew I had to make some sort of move. He was pushing the hell out of me. We kind of just got shuffled out, and chaos ensued. I don't even know what happened in front of me, but we kind of limped it along.
Yeah, we've seen you come across the line with no front end. Everyone else behind you looks about the same. Crazy wrecks there. I think there was like 3 wrecks on the last lap, 3 big ones on the last lap. Pretty intense last lap.
There was, yeah. At some point, I pinned it. I knew they were going to wreck in front of me. I was hoping I could Days Thunder it, just drive right through and get myself maybe even a win, but I pretty much did that after good contact, ran out of gas coming out of 3 and 4, and had to put the old out of gas block on the 05 across the line for 3rd.
Yeah, man, great job. A great run all night, up front all night long for you, Wes. You got anybody you'd like to thank tonight?
Got to give a quick shout out to Brandon first. I caused that wreck at the end. It was just a bad late move. Killed his race along with a bunch of other people, but I got to root for teammates first. Regarding sponsors, title sponsor Equipment Geek, Helmet Stalker, Week Designs, who does, I do all our designs, Equipment Geek Racing, my whole team's fantastic, and the NASCAR Geek on Instagram. Thank you for putting it on, and thank you to whoever our title sponsors. I can't, too much going on in my head right now to remember their name.
Mainly Ductless.
Yeah, that's what I said, them.
Well, great job, Wes. I'm sure we'll be seeing you again. Seems like it's going to be a pretty fun series.
It's a fun series, a fun season. Look forward to seeing you next week. Hopefully up here 2 spots better.
Absolutely. Sounds good.
Thank you, buddy.
That was Wes Gallo, 3rd place finisher. Let's get a word from 2nd spot, Jeffrey Belk in the 55. Hey, Jeffrey, this is Dakota in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, how you doing, Dakota?
Hey, doing good. A lot of single file racing tonight, but there at the end, looks like right place, right time. Everyone wrecking down in the low lane. You up in the high side. You get around to get a top 2 finish. What did your race look like tonight?
Like you said, a lot of single file, but when you're doing this, you're trying to figure out who you can work with, especially the first race of the season. It was an interesting race. I think that's the most interesting finish I've seen with DNS.
Yeah, a lot of huge crashes there at the end. How were you able to avoid it? Was it just staying up on the outside, just luck, or was there some evasive maneuvers involved?
Honestly, just pure luck, at right place, right time. I saw it happening to the inside, so I just went as high as I could up towards the wall. And luckily, whoever was right below me, I know they got hit, but they were able to save it and not run it up into me at the same time.
Well, great job, man. You come home second. You got anybody you'd like to thank tonight?
Yeah, as always, 4 O'Clock Media, especially now, this is the first real race with them on board, so hopefully this is a good showing for them. The NASCAR Geek, Equipment Geek, Helmet Star, Sports Star, Shock, all my teammates at EGR know West finished third, and my 2 others finished a little bit further back from the wrecking, but everyone back at the shop, you for broadcasting, everyone for tuning in, especially my wife and my mother, that this is the first time they've tuned in for a race, so hope it was a good show for them.
Awesome. Well, we're glad to have him watching, and great job to you. Top 2. Hopefully, we'll be seeing you a whole lot more this season.
So look forward to it.
That was second place. Let's get a word with tonight's winner, Cody Smith, and the number 7. Hey, Cody, this is Dakota in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, how you doing, Dakota?
Hey, doing good, man. Look like pure dominance out there tonight. A lot of laps led. Of course, there was a lot of single file racing, but man, that last lap, everyone kind of abandons you. They go to the outside lane. They start to pass you up on the outside. You get third place, and then they all go crashing in front of you. You make an evasive maneuver. Wild last lap. A lot of skill involved. What did it look like for you out there?
Yeah, well, first to start off, me and my brother just wanted to start up front. We did that, and then just both of us knowing this package, we wanted to stay up front all night because passing is so difficult in these things. So we did that for the most part, and then I was late getting up to the top on the white flag lap, which kind of ended up saving me because all hell broke loose and just able to miss it in 3 and 4 and then just hold on for the win. I kind of figured once only one car came through that, he wouldn't have enough to get around me. So I knew it was in the bag, but just staying up front all night was key because passing is so hard in this. So I got to give a huge shout out to my spotter, Connor Trafari, and then my little bro, Brody Smith. He got shuffled back, but he was a good teammate all night.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys were 1-2 for a long time earlier in the race. The pit sequences seemed like about 22 laps on the fuel run. I think we're all good to make it to the end, but you stayed out on that last green-white checker. How much fuel did you have left?
Coming to that green-white checker, I had 2.4 gallons, so it was comfortable, but knowing that you can have multiple and anything could go wrong, that was always in the back of your mind, so you're saving a little bit on the under yellow. But yeah, just my biggest concern was being up front all race with how much fuel we were burning, but it wasn't that bad. Me and my brother was actually around the same fuel, even with him running behind me, so it worked out.
Absolutely. Well, fantastic race, leading so many laps, and a fantastic move there at the end to avoid the spinning race cars. You got anybody you'd like to thank tonight, Cody?
Just my little brother again. We were in season 1 of this league, and it's good to be back in the Daytona NASCAR series. And thanks to you guys broadcasting. It's my first time watching you, and I had it on in the background, peeked when I could, and really professional job on your guys' part.
Well, thank you, man. We appreciate it, and great job to you. I'm sure we'll be seeing you a lot more as you dominant. I'm sure you'll be dominant in the other cars, too.
Sounds good, buddy.
I have a good one, man.
You too.
And that is your winning interviews with your top 3. Let's see if we can take a look at this first big crash on the last lap. Trying to figure out when exactly that was. Yeah, there's one already in the... Yeah, here's the first big crash. Involved the 12 and the 3. I'll look right here. As we're looking here towards the back, the 12 and the 3 and the 2 all involved in this one. 12 looked like he was trying to go to the outside line. Everyone's jockeying for position. This is the last lap. The 3 tries to, not sure if he tried to throw a block or if he thought they were going to bump draft and move forward, but they all go spinning. The 2's involved. He had such a good night tonight, the 39. It looks like he may have avoided it. No, it looks like he may have gotten into the 2. Now they all go spinning. And then up in front of them, this is where it was just wild. The 75, I mean, he was there before they went to the line. But the 05 just keeps coming down. The 75 all the way down below the yellow line. And at that point, there's just nowhere for him to go except for right up into the side of the 05. And the 7, man, an evasive maneuver, incredible finish as these guys all go spinning around behind. And it was just a parking lot. You see Wes Gallo, the 07, he ends up finishing in 3rd spot as cars are flipping sideways everywhere. The 05 got stuck up in the outside wall. The 07 with a very damaged race car was able to get to the line. He actually looked like he either ran out of gas or blew up before he got there, and the 05 couldn't get around. Oh, he's running out of fuel. The 07 run out of fuel, and the 05 wasn't able to get around. Man, incredible finish. A lot of drama there on the last lap. But that is the Daytona NASCAR series. Will be here every Wednesday night for the next 8 weeks. It's going to be a fun series, I believe, to watch. We're going to be doing different Xfinity and trucks, I believe, for the rest of the season. So appreciate everybody for stopping by. Great finish to all those top guys. And we'll be back Thursday night for the Pelican Snowball Super Speedway Series and Sunday night for SCRL Cup Series as the Truck Series is off on Saturday night. So appreciate everybody for stopping by. We will catch you all next time.